everybody, how's it going? I'm Abby, if you've never met me before. Nice to meet you. I go and visit Eyeball in this video. Eyeball, who in the world is that? Being that I met in an interdimensional universe, you will come across beings, okay? It's kind of nice because you can come across human beings, but then you can come across other beings. And how do you come across them? Well, in this video, I talk about how you can relax your own energetic frequency in order to communicate with literally anything you want to communicate with. What's your intention? What do you want to know? Where do you want to go? What do you want the information to be about? You're the adventurer, you're the explorer, okay? So I met Eyeball, talk about this in a previous video, put a link in the description, but I met Eyeball as a residue, an active residue that was in a contained space. I pulled that active residue out, put it in my heart because I knew something was not right about the contained space and that residue shouldn't be in there. Put the residue in my heart, residue turned into an eyeball, went into my third eye, and then I called the being Eyeball, okay? Because the being then appeared as this very phenomenal, elvish looking man, blonde hair, glowing blue eyes. How do you tell if a being is benevolent, is good? Well, you look inside their heart. There's a lot of good-looking beings out there that have really rotten, foul hearts, okay? But there's a lot of ugly beings out there that have gorgeous hearts. So don't let the appearance of the visitor, okay, or the being you run into inspire you to think it's good because it looks good. So Eyeball has a beautiful heart, benevolent being, looks beautiful on the inside and the outside. And I felt there's more here. There's an opportunity here. And so I shared a little bit of the story about Eyeball again, link in the description, but I wanted to create a video where we could go visit Eyeball together and learn something. So in this video, there's a lot of conversation, spiritual education level conversation, as I'm also in an alternate state where I'm navigating the frequency waves of an infinite universe so I can share what I see, how it impacts me, what I'm learning, what Eyeball has to say, and then you can also receive from this too. There's a really important message at the end, a tip, a strategy, some advice. Try this out, see how it changes your life. So I'm going to do it. You can do it. Talk about it in the comments if you try it out and if anything interesting happens. So this is my little intro. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. I welcome you to learn more, experience more. It's going to be very interesting for you, I promise. I promise. It was interesting for me. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it. All right, anyway, enjoy the video. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. All right, so right now I'm just stilling the pond of my own energy field. Literally, I feel like I'm made out of water. There are no rocky ocean waves here in my energy field. There is zero, there's nothing, there is stillness, okay? And so when there's stillness, I can actually hear from what is beyond myself. I can translate information from what is beyond myself. You can do this too. That's what meditation is. You just have to get control by letting go of everything. And now you can become still and receive information, just like me. Okay. There's a lot I'm gonna have to work on within myself in order to have this experience with Eyeball. I can just tell. Because when I connect with him, I feel nervous, I feel unsure. It's not because Eyeball makes me uncertain. There's some growth and development to be had here, which is a wonderful thing. When I feel connected with this being, it really impacts me in my heart. It impacts me around my head. I feel like my whole aura is almost like I'm a tree rocking a bit here in the wind, okay? And other experiences that I've had with Eyeball that I haven't talked about yet. I don't know why this is hard to talk about. It's not that hard to talk about, truly. But for some reason, I feel jammed up in my words. Took a nice walk up a very steep incline where there's a bench. You can sit down on this bench, great lookout up there. Sat down, welcomed a connection with Eyeball. It just felt like I needed to connect and learn more about why I'm being introduced to this being, why we cross paths. Everything happens for all the right reasons. What was interesting is Eyeball was talking about how much time does it take to navigate information, and how do you close the gap on time? Well, naturally, my answer is you can't close the gap on time, because time itself is an essential part of the information gathering experience, because time itself gives us the experience. In the process of gathering the information, we become part of the time it takes to go from point A to point B. So to close the gap means there's no value in the time itself to get from point A to point B. But what's interesting is he was presenting an idea that was important to accelerate my own vibrational frequency, my own personal growth. To accelerate it, I can't conceive of time properly, because I can be slow like a turtle, or I could be fast like the hare. But either way, I'm still coming from a place of digestion that is inconceivable to the part of me that can conceive of what he also can conceive of. Closing the gap of time in order to get from point A to point B isn't about reading the book so much as each page at a time, but becoming one with the vibration. So what is the vibration you want to become one with? So okay, here's an example. This might make sense, because I'm talking about when you still the pond of your own energy field, okay? So we're basically made out of water. I'm basically a water body talking to you right now. My experience with stilling my own energy in order to become silent, in order to hear the universe, I'm basically stilling all the vibrational frequencies of myself that I emit in order to receive information, okay? Now, when I'm going into the energy field, or client session goals, anything, even to go visit Eyeball, right? I can only, as a human being, digest information in layers, one layer at a time. It would be like trying to watch 10 movies all at once and be able to engage with every single film, every storyline, every character, and understand the value of what is being expressed, the complexities of every single thing, as they're all playing out at the same time. And so one thing at a time makes me more of an adept translator of the information. So if I'm getting bombarded with a bunch of things, I just do one thing at a time based on where I'm inspired to go first. And honoring time and the time it takes to digest information gives me almost a saturated experience of depth here to what I'm engaging in. And so I just let the information flow into me, and then I digest it and process it that way. He's saying, okay, well, we can read the book one movie at a time, or one book at a time, one layer of information, one wave of information at a time, because we're receiving information in ripples, okay? We receive information in waves. So those waves hit my water, my ocean, my inner me. Those waves hit me, and now I can translate the meaning of the information, because everything is basically just radio waves. That's it. Everything is, right on down to our refrigerator. Everything is radio waves. The light, our thoughts, our feelings, our memories, the past, the present, the future, every concept that we interact with, you could just deduce it down to waves of information. And we are at the nucleus of a lot of information all the time. And so once you become still, you actually can translate the information. But how are you supposed to translate a million freaking things at once? You can only do one thing at a time. So what Eyeball is talking about, which it's interesting because once I found Eyeball, the residue, right? I put the active residue in my heart. I talked about this in the previous video. I'll put a link in the description, right? And then it became an eyeball, all right? And then the eyeball went into my third eye. And so Eyeball, this elvish looking male emanation, super benevolent, part of my heart, move dimensional planes, move from one radio station into another radio station. That's how you travel dimensional planes, right? Because you alter your frequency. Okay. And so then when eyeball became part of my third eye, then there's something to this. Okay. There's a riddle here. Okay. So eyeball is a part of my third eye, while eyeball is also present with his own path, his own experience, and we've crossed paths. And now I am perceiving a being that is going to help elevate my energy healing skills, because I'm all about learning. I'm all about growing. I'm all about advancing. And sometimes the best teachers you're ever going to find aren't human beings. They're in the infinite universe. So you've got to be open to learning from every dimension, time and space, not just us. Actually go outside the freaking box. What's out there? I want to know what's out there, so I'm not digesting the same regurgitated stuff. Everyday human being regurgitated stuff. How many times do I have to hear the same freaking thing? I want to hear something new. So I go outside the box, still my energy field, see what the information has to share, so I can see it in a new way that nobody else has seen it in this way, so I can share something new with humanity. Okay. So eyeball, getting back to the point. How do we close the gap? Okay, a time to just read the book. So what vibration am I coming into in order to navigate the information, or do I just not navigate the information? I just get to the point. The point is what is the highest vibration I can reach this time? But let's go higher. No, let's go higher than that. Let's go higher than that. So screw going through the layers, screw the library of information. I don't know if you hear that beeping in the background, but that's my dishwasher. It's letting me know the waves are reaching me. I heard the sound and the dishes are clean. Okay, so how do I go? So when I was on the bench, I walked up the incline, sat down, connected with eyeball, and eyeball was basically pushing me through. Go further, faster, okay? Now go higher vibrationally, go higher than that. And I was like, all right, push yourself to align with joy. Now push yourself to align with joy. Like, how freaking joyful can we feel inside ourselves without even making a facial change? Because I'm just like, right now, I'm mimicking a vibrational frequency and I'm adapting that frequency. And then as I adapt to this frequency, I sponge it in and then I emanate it out. Okay? Because I am becoming more and more that high vibration of light. So you don't have to know if I'm joyful or not. I can know that. And I have that inside me, and then I can emanate that whether anybody knows it or not. It's my thing. Like, that's my thing. I'm just seeded into this planet. I'm just like a crystal walking around, emanating my vibe. You pick up on my vibe whether we ever talk or not, because I'm here with all of you and you're here with me. And we impact each other even if we never cross paths, even if I don't have a clue who you are. We're already impacting each other. And somewhere in infinite time and space, I know you and you know me. Like, we know each other completely, which is a really cool thing to know. And when you're a part of Source, we're all part of Source. We're all part of each other and we know each other completely. And it's really cool when you can know that. You can know that and then you can experience that is true. That's really cool. All right, so eyeball. Told you about the bench. How high can you raise your vibration? Now go higher. I was literally shaking because I was pushing the vibration up, and it wasn't about information and digesting information or to have a conversation. I mean, why not just turn this camera off and let's just never talk again, because we're just going to emanate the frequency and the frequency is enough. Well, I kind of enjoy the human experience. I kind of enjoy not knowing everything. I mean, when you can get to a point where you can enjoy not knowing what's going to come next, you've figured something out, okay? So I'm starting to realize that the spontaneity of life, the surprises, the baseball bat to the face, and now what am I going to do about it? That's actually the joy, okay? The joy of living is in the complexity of living. It's not in, oh, but I wanted my life to be like this, and it's not. No! It's where it's like, yes, my life is absolutely not what I wanted it to be. Thank you, God. Thank you for that. I'm ready to live now. I'm ready to figure out what I'm made out of. I'm ready to solve this problem. I'm ready to expand, okay? Raising the vibration, okay? As I'm sitting there like, okay, this is really fast and this is really intense. So I told you guys that I'm going to take the time to get to know Eyeball and then share some of these experiences with you. So here I am talking about it and connecting with Eyeball. So I'm exploring too what this means to me, okay? Energetic connection here, palm to palm, okay? This is like a circulation of energetic flow. I'm curious because I did the Joe Dispenza retreat. It's really associating with the physical body, where I never really needed to make a connection with the physical body because I was already in the energy experience. But I'm glad that I'm thinking about it more. I'm glad I'm exploring it more. It's a dimension that I need to honor this too, that I have this physical body and my physical body supports the actions that I'm taking. So why not explore, what does this mean to me, okay? Why not explore, what does this mean to me? How do people receive this in more of a valuable way where I'm actually generating an extra layer of love and support for you? So you'll see me kind of using my hands in different ways because I'm testing some things out, okay? And what it means to me and exploring how can I improve my energy healing skills, because all it is generating frequency. So I'm generating love and support for you. And the more I'm aligned with that vibration and that intention, the more powerful I'm going to get at generating energy, because I'm just a light bulb, okay? But I can get brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter because I can choose that. Or I can dim my light, go hide in a corner and want the world to go away. I could do that too, right? So we've got options. All right, so Eyeball. Yes, that's right. I was talking about how something about connecting with you makes me nervous, and I recognize that nervousness is when I'm going to grow. So it's basically the ceiling that I've reached. It's the ego. It's the resistance of where I can go from here. Creates fear. It's really natural. It's like a spiritual awakening thing. You're going to blow your ego right out of the water. You're going to freak yourself out. You're going to face nightmare because you're growing out of one vibration and into another, because you're becoming a new person. You're becoming a new vibration, and you might even terrify yourself. Which version of yourself? The self that wasn't the you, that is of the higher vibration. So the ego's connecting with the egos, and you're adapting to a new self-expression. And there is something terrifying about that. And so if you're going through dark night of the soul, you're actually raising your vibration. You're becoming a new person. So you're dying and then you're becoming reborn, okay? All right, so I'm going through, this is not a dark night of the soul, but I do feel the resistance and the fear because Eyeball is empowering me to expand, which is a good thing. Okay. Eyeball shows me it's kind of like a pinpoint at the end of a long tunnel, and the color is a reddish brown, and the tunnel is made out of sections, okay? It's almost like linked together in these sections, but obviously perception makes everything look smaller that's further away and bigger that's close to us. So that then means, which doesn't necessarily mean, because logic goes out the window with energy stuff. But that means that pinpoint or the end of the tunnel is very far away. Like I said, that doesn't necessarily equate. That's human perception. So I could conclude it's far away, or it's an illusion. It's a distortion. Oh, that is what the conversation is about. Eyeball is asking me to take that pinpoint, which is, I could say, at a distance, and then pull the pinpoint close to me. But he says, why are you pulling it like to the tip of your nose? Why not pull it inside yourself? Why not pull what is at the end of the tunnel? Why not take that point down there and then pull it into yourself, so you're already through the tunnel that fast? Because you didn't actually have to take the time to go through it. You just took what was time. You took time and perception of time. Yeah. Perception of time, eyeball style stuff, looking. All right, so we take that pinpoint and then we move it inside, and now I'm actually further in the distance. Okay, we're talking about perception, we're talking about, if I want to go through this tunnel, I can close the gap of the tunnel just by taking that pinpoint and putting it in my heart. Okay. And I say, but what's the point of the tunnel? That's funny, because I just took the point of the tunnel and put it in my heart. Did you catch that? That was a joke. But I wasn't that clever yet. I only realized how clever I was now. So I'm still saying, but what is the point of the tunnel? We're not talking about the actual point at the end. We're talking about the tunnel. So what is the point of the tunnel? He says, then slow down and take the time to analyze the point of the tunnel. I am, actually, because I find these building blocks very interesting. You know, it takes me back when I was a kid. I used to love finding patches of clovers. Like, it's like a million clovers, and I love to file through each one to see if it had 4 leaves or not. I could sit there for hours and do this. It's just like a thing I was attracted to. I like looking at small details for very long periods of time. I can't explain it. It's just a thing I like. I'm talking to him too about, what if the point of the tunnel isn't to close the gap, but to actually enjoy the existence of the tunnel in and of itself? That's why we cross paths. Because we're both eyeballs that perceive in unique ways. He is teaching me as much as I am teaching him. There's value to this exchange. It's not as if he isn't aware of the conversation, this acknowledgement. It's not as if this goes right over his head or anything. It's just coming from 2 different approaches. There's value in both approaches. I talked to him about, if I were to take every pinpoint at the end of a tunnel, and I would close the gap on time itself, and then who am I? He says, you won't ever know until you stop looking at the pieces of the tunnel. Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to stop looking at the pieces of the tunnel. Okay, I guess we're gonna do this. Okay, the pinpoint is in my heart. Now what? Where's the next pinpoint? Let's just close the gap on that one. Trillion pinpoints, close the gap on them all. And then how many more pinpoints? Infinite pinpoints. Close the gap. When will the pinpoints be done? And then what is on the other side of that? Okay, so so the pinpoints are done. I'm on the other side of all pinpoints of time. I'm on the other side of all pinpoints of time. And I'm taking you guys with me. It's weird. On the other side of all pinpoints of time is a big eyeball. And I say, I'm not afraid of you. Because I can feel this. I'm going through a transformational state, and I can feel the resistance. So I'm gonna take it. I want to transform. I want to grow. I want to see what's beyond all of this. If my body's uncomfortable about it, great. More to the experience. There's nothing really to say here. We're both just, I look like myself, basically standing in an infinite black space. And then there's just a big eyeball like blinking and looking at me, and it's very silent. And I know now that this eyeball is a doorway, so I'm walking through this doorway, which is I'm literally walking into the eyeball itself. And now I sit in silence. And what's interesting in the silence is, well, I can just receive the silence in and of itself is information. So I can just receive from the silence for a while. Like I can just literally receive. Silence is a very powerful thing to do, just to receive silence without any other information, just to receive silence. So let's receive some silence, right? Just so you know, I don't know how long I've been in silence. In the human world, probably seconds, but in this space, it'd be 1,000,000 years, okay? But I want to tell you what I've already learned about letting the silence in. You fill your cup up with silence and you expand your ability to receive information. Because the more that you learn how to silence every avenue within yourself, even what you think is quiet is still making sound. The more that you silence, practice silencing every avenue of yourself, you drink up the silence. There's an advancement in perspective that you're going to gain from it. This eyeball is representing that third eye concept. It is representing an all-seeing eye. We all possess an all-seeing eye. Don't separate yourself thinking, oh, it's Illuminati stuff. I mean, we all have an all-seeing eye. So if the Illuminati is watching you, well, guess what? You're watching back because you have an all-seeing eye too. So use it. All right, so all-seeing eye, it's extremely easy to use. I just explained this entire video how you do it. But you have to want it, you know? Fill your cup with silence. Fill your cup with silence. So freaking meaningful right now. Do you ever, I need to tell you guys some more things. You ever have experiences in your life where you just wanted all of this noise to stop? Like one too many phone calls, one too many demands, one too many things, and you're just falling apart under the weight of all these avenues that you somehow have to take all the avenues and get it done and get an A+ on all your hard work and maybe not even ever get acknowledged for what it took to do it all. It's just so freaking hard, right? You just want it to all stop, right? That's what this is. If you want it to all stop, then make it stop for 5 freaking minutes, which is like 1,000,000 years. It's probably more like 1,000,000,000,000 years. Because a couple of seconds is like 1,000,000 years. That's what it's like. In the energy world, it's like drinking up silence, even for a few seconds, is life-changing. A few human seconds is life-changing. I'm going to gift this to you today. Thank you for watching this video all this long time. Thank you. It's you who wants to change your life. I'm here sharing what I've learned, growing with all of you. And use this information to change your life. Change your life. If you want to change your life, change your life. Right now, I'm choosing to see that all sounds are silenced in your energy field because some part of you wants that too. And I'm literally giving you a glass of water, but it's a glass of silence. And we're silencing all the sounds within yourself, all the sounds of people, of work, I don't know, of failures and achievements. Because all sounds are going to be silenced. I'm going to tell you one of the things that I've gained at this point, and we'll see what comes next, okay? But one of the riddles that Eyeball is presenting to me is Like for instance, on my walk today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, which it's a 50-minute walk, okay? I'm going to try, but I'm going to do it, dang it. I'm just gonna do it. Like why try to do it? Why not just do it? I'm going to do it. And every step that I take, I'm going to drink up another cup of silence, and I'm going to just let that frequency and myself become one for 50 minutes. And then, because we're working with frequency, so we're taking the pinpoint, what's the point of the tunnel? We put it in our heart, we close the gap. How am I closing the gap? I'm aligning with a frequency. This frequency I'm going to align with, eyeball encourages it, is to drink a cup of silence. And now let the silence transform your life. Let the silence transform your life. And so I am going to just become the silence, drink the silence, be it for a trillion years. I don't know, 50 minutes. I mean, we did a few, like 5 seconds, and we did 5 minutes is a trillion years or something. And the 50 minutes, I don't know. It's just like exponentially. There's a lot of gain from this, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. So do you understand what the answer to the riddle is? The answer to the riddle is gain this creative idea, now align with the frequency of it. Now allow yourself to move past the ceiling that is holding you back. Oh, I'm afraid to become a new person. No, I'm not. I want to be a new person. I don't care if I have to walk through the gateway of hell to get there. I'm going to be the person I want to be. And that person is vibing high, the light bulb's on, I'm bright, sharing my light. I'm going to do that because that's the life I want to live no matter what happens. That's who I want to be. That's how I want to feel. I can give myself that. And so now here's the creative idea. I'm choosing this. I'm going to do this. And then whatever comes next, okay? Thank you for being a part of this journey with me. High five. If I can help you in a one-on-one session, you can book a session at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com, Patreon, teaching psychic development out there, plus other stuff, patreon.com/abbeynormalswisdomquest. Have a great day, everybody.